the moral tutor or teacher. Have you ever been with a cluster B for a while and suddenly they bring up something that hints at a lack of morals or lack of moral understanding in them? And you think to yourself, wow, that really, it's really quite painful when it happens, because you realize that you're dealing with someone that they're not the person you thought they were, and you realize that you're very incompatible with each other. And it actually hurts. And then you try to be a moral teacher, don't you? You try to teach them morals and set an example about how to be, even though this person's 30 years old, 40 years old. You start to think, well, I can fix this person. I can be the tutor or the teacher. But the problem is, when you're dealing with the cluster B, that's very difficult. And it's going to have to be left up to God, and it's going to have to be left up to their religion to teach them moral values. It's going to be very hard for you to be the moral tutor or teacher, because you're only making your job a lot more difficult in the relationship. Another thing I've noticed is anytime you try to bring up a subject of spirituality to them or God, they'll counter it with something vulgar. They'll bring up something of a sexual nature, as though, and what that does is it cancels out the discussion of God. It cancels out that religious discussion or spiritual discussion. Have you ever noticed that? They'll mix vulgarity, especially sexual vulgarity, with conversations about religion. I would not be the moral tutor to these people in a romantic relationship. You're just going to have to leave that to God and the religious institutions, and just understand that the compatibility isn't there, and just leave it to their religion to help them